I brought a few movies that I thought maybe not everybody would be really super familiar with that I recommend.
Cool.
This is the Talk Down.
First one, Psycho Goreman.
I have not seen
Have you not seen this?
No.
So Psycho Goreman, now I would, if you're, see, I love finding movies that are just on the edge for me and my son to watch, because me and my son, he can stomach pretty crazy stuff. I try to keep, I don't want a bunch of sex and nudity in it, and I don't want a bunch of F-bombs, but like...
You and I have different taste in movies.
But like, I don't want him, you know, obviously. Yeah. He's 7. But like, and I don't want like gratuitous violence in the sense of like a slasher film, but if it's really cheesy and over the top, we make movies like that. Our Brewster movies, we have Brewster movies where there's blood everywhere.
Yeah.
And so
like
Psycho
silly
Goreman,
violence.
Yeah, and Psycho Goreman is made by a guy who I can't remember his name, but he clearly specializes in making these costume. There's no CG.
I like that. They're all practical effects,
and it's clearly very B.
He looks kind of like the guy from Game of Thrones, the Ice King or whatever that was.
Oh, kind of in that picture.
Yeah.
The basic story, and it's really fun, is that he's basically this like planet slaying monster from space. He's basically like Satan. Like he just has this hate in his soul. Wow. He's an all super powerful being that just kills without remorse. But because this gem that controls somehow this gem that gives him his power, he gets buried by this giant force that like buries him from space to protect everybody. But these 2 kids in their backyard they dig him up, and because they have the gem, they can control him.
Oh wow!
So they name him Psycho Goreman because that's a cool name.
I see. And
the 2 kids are just like, and it's admittedly a very B-rated, not great writing a lot of times. But I love the kids' performance, and there's clearly a joy that went into making it. There's some really dark humor, but so it's a fun. I think there's 2 F-bombs in it, I'd say, for parents. And there is the first gory scene is the most gory scene you'll see in the movie. Like he tears a guy to pieces, and there's like flesh and like body parts hanging from a fence and blood. From there on, it's still. I mean, if you can handle that, that's the worst it gets. But it's a lot of fun, and even if you like B movies, a lot of blood and stuff, I thought it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Now this one's definitely a violent, bloody movie. It's called In a Violent Nature. Did you see this?
I have not.
So this just came out this year. It's an indie film as far as I know, and it takes the basic idea of a Friday the 13th film, a slasher film.
Okay.
The bad guy actually looks a lot like Jason.
Okay.
But the movie follows him, and he doesn't talk.
Oh, okay.
So it very silently, it almost feels like a video game at times, follows him around. So whenever you hear the characters having conversations.
From his point of view almost?
Usually it's from him breathing, and then you can hear them talking.
I see.
It's an interesting, like it says right in there, unlike any slasher film you've ever seen. And I'm generally not a big slasher fan, but this was just interesting. And it's also a bit of a satire. So the characters, it's super over the top. Like his kills, he does this thing where he like twists this yoga girl into this insane pretzel and pulls her head like through her spine, and just all this like over the like stuff that physically wouldn't be possible. But so it's super gory. But if you are into over the top gory slasher, but like, you know, I think there's like Terrifier, which is over the top gory slasher purely for the sake. So I think this one's a bit, I think I like this one a little bit more because it is satirizing to some extent. There's something about it. I love over the top stuff.
Yeah. You love killing rodents with a hammer.
Yes.
Pulling the wings off of flies to see them
just one
circle, and then watching movies where girls are twisted into a pretzel and have their
yoga girls. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Next movie.
Interesting.
This one, it's been a while since I saw it. I just remember that I absolutely loved it. It's called Housebound. It's from New Zealand. So all I can really say about I think if I remember right, they think there's a ghost in the house or something, all this crazy stuff's happening, and all kind of unfolds. A lot of it's like twists, but like it's got that, if you like the stuff I've just described, but even more kind of in the realm of like, I mean, I don't want to, like Sam Raimi or like that kind of like over the top, a little bit crazy, a bit comedic, comedic horror. This movie is one of those that I loved. Oh man, that was a good video. You should check out our channel for more great videos from The Talk Down, and go to thetalkdown.com and maybe become a subscriber or something.
If you like being talked down to, subscribe to the Talk Down. Do it. Do it.